At Saja, we believe in the dignity and potential of all parents and build platforms for them to impact the lives of children. Since our inception in 2014, we have worked in collaboration with government bodies on enhancing parental involvement and strengthening school management committees or SMCs to create a thriving ecosystem for children studying in government schools. With the pandemic and lockdown in place, our support to schools and SMCs on the field halted. All the meetings, visits to communities, and homes of parents and members of the community were not possible for a few days initially. And a lot of us didn't know how to move ahead given the situation around. Given we had been working in schools and communities for over a few years now, all our major operations were field-based, where a Sajidar would visit the school or community or the home of the parent to conduct trainings, workshops, or meetings. We had rolled out a few tech-based projects in the past and had also built an SMC app for the Delhi government, but our core operations depended on going to the field, meeting members, school staff, principals, and community members. With our field operations at halt and schools being shut, we had two major challenges. First, to support our parents in navigating these challenges and uncertain times. And second, to realign how we're working while keeping our core outcomes and purpose intact. If we had to build a model which kept Saja's core intact and in fact enhanced it through technology, we not only had to understand technology from a technical perspective, but also had to understand how it can be used to increase the impact of our work. Building this understanding of technology in terms of developing core skills, hiring a third party, along with finding opportunities and people who were ready to take this risk along with us and provide us with the requisite funds to build platforms were our key limitations initially. At the same time, we were constantly grappling with ensuring that our pivot towards technology should be driven by empathy and compassion. In that, even our technological products should be able to imbibe our inherent humanity that was at the core of our field operations. Beyond all of these questions, we were very clear that we had to deliver immediately. Our first response within a week of the lockdown was to realign teams and aggregate financial resources in order to immediately start supporting community members who were badly hit because of the lockdown. This was conducted for both our community members in Delhi and Maharashtra. Within a few days, we set up a call center in Delhi and Maharashtra to call parents and community members to share details of government schemes that they could use to obtain food or ration, and also to understand and segregate households who needed help with respect to obtaining groceries or ration or had several dependent or children, so that obtaining ration through government schemes after a gap of a few days was not an option. About a month and a half into the lockdown, we started thinking of how we move back to our core of supporting parents but do that remotely. Given our little experience with call centers and WhatsApp bot, teams across Delhi and Maharashtra started short need assessment calls with parents to understand what are their biggest challenges that they need support on and which medium, for example calls, WhatsApp, TV, would be more suited to their current situation. So we decided to develop a WhatsApp bot for parents in Delhi, along with running call centers in both Delhi and Maharashtra to stay connected with and support parents. The goal of bot and call center was primarily, number one, to share information around schools, exams, admissions, etc. with parents. Number two, to share resources and edtech tools such as videos, stories that could aid the child's learning when schools are shut. And third, to resolve grievances or questions that the parent might pose by giving them timely and accurate resolution. A parent or beneficiary can reach out to us via a dedicated helpline which is based on a cloud-based calling system. The system provides pre-recorded options for beneficiaries to choose from. A support agent is also available for the parent if they would like to opt for the service. Via WhatsApp bot, a parent or beneficiary can also avail our WhatsApp bot service to access information. In order to avail that, they have to look for the FAQs configured in our bot or submit a new query. Our bot uses machine learning tools to answer the question accordingly. In order to ensure that the user has a great experience, we have built an appropriate dashboard and use BigQuery tools to analyze data and improve our service. We also ensure that the feedback is taken from the beneficiary's end from time to time. All the users that are reaching out to us are also directed to our call center if they would like to talk to our support team. We are actively reaching out to our beneficiaries via a call center. We have developed a mobile application to ease such processes and track data. Appropriate dashboards are made that gives us an analysis of calls and enables us to provide and build better processes and systems. We also run sound and SMS campaigns to circulate important information for our beneficiaries. We have served over 1 lakh beneficiaries in the past few months using our technology tools in collaboration with UNICEF and Tribal Development Department, Maharashtra. A parent can reach out to us on the bot by dropping a message such as a hi or a hello. The parent or the user then receives a standard message with main menu options and a video of how to use the bot further. The user can respond by sending the key of the information that they wish to receive. For example, the first key to understand when will schools reopen. In order to ask a question, the parent can type it in after typing the hashtag symbol. He or she will then receive a response from the Saajha team in the next 24 hours. The second use case example at Saajha is that of working with the Tribal Development Department. Amidst the COVID-19 outbreak, we realized that while tribal families require tangible relief like food supplies or livelihood opportunities, they also were in need of reassurance and emotional support. In order to address it, Saajha conceptualized and implemented Sneha Setu, an initiative by the Maharashtra government to facilitate telephonic conversations between school teachers and around 12,000 tribal families in the state. We prepared a digital database of 77,000 students by enrolling over 30 volunteers. More than 250 teachers were trained and mentored via Zoom webinars on making reassurance calls to tribal families. All calls were recorded through a cloud-based calling interface and documented through Google Forms filled by teachers. And if any parent was in critical distress, then relief was provided with the help of local government officials. From helping migrant parents stuck in other states to consoling children whose parents had committed suicide, these teachers navigated a range of issues brought forth by the pandemic on these phone calls. Teachers conducted telephone conversations on one-on-one basis with over 12,000 families, and 133 families facing critical distress were provided relief in the form of food stock, medical support and mental health counseling. Call data was also used to provide policy inputs to TDD or the Tribal Development Department on issues faced by parents related to ration, NREGA, DBT, etc. The third case is with our project with UNICEF in Maharashtra. Teachers to parent communication holds an essential role to bridge the gap between schools and families that would ensure continuity in learning and schooling. The underlying belief in that continuity in learning can be ensured if there is support from the schools to families through a regular check-in mechanism. During the pandemic, the check-in is being offered by trained teachers to ensure strengthening of the system functionaries and Saajha staff members through call-based support, and the broadcast of pre-recorded voice messages. MCGM, with proposed partnership, and UNICEF Maharashtra and Saajha have initiated the project Sneha Samvad. It leverages technology interventions such as IVRS and call support. We have been able to connect 338 teachers to over 6,000 families across 2 wards in Mumbai and 3 blocks in Palghar. With this huge shift came a lot of challenges and of course learnings as well. Shifting from an HR intensive model to a tech based remote support model was a challenge, especially for the field team, who moved from engaging with the community face to face to being able to do so only through the call center. The shift is still going, as are many of our learnings. It was imperative for the teams, not just the tech team, to understand that technology cannot replace operations or processes. It can only act as an enabler to strengthen the impact and the model. While redesigning the projects, we were conscious of understanding that technology cannot be the panacea or the cure-all. Additionally, any technology intervention needs to have a human touch to it. We are constantly trying to ensure that the empathy and compassion ingrained in our work reflects in our technology as well. The pivot towards technology also opened challenges with respect to data policy, consent, and transparency. We have created an extensive privacy policy for our tech tools and are constantly updating in keeping with the latest developments in the space. Through our short journey of the last few months, we have seen technology as an enabler and an impact multiplier. We hope our journey inspires other organizations to adopt and embrace technology. We will be happy to answer any questions. Do write in to us at collaborate@saajha.org. Thank you.